ReaperLand!
Live from Denton, Texas.
Hi, everybody.
Hello. Oh, I have to get closer to the mic.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm inexperienced. I'm a noob.
Yeah, can you guys hear us?
Yeah,
Okay,
let
where's
us
the
know how
camera?
sound
Where do I
is,
need to
chat.
look at?
In between the two
Camera's
TVs.
Right there in between the two TVs.
Yeah.
All right, good. I just want to make sure I'm looking at you all. Otherwise, it's very impolite. Because I'm not painting for once. So.
Chat, let me know how my sound is. I'm using a new microphone, so I just wanted to see what it sounds like.
Tonight's special guest is everyone. Exactly,
Yeah.
Cranky. Exactly. You hear us, Laura? Thanks. Hello, Bob and Julie. And Kuro. Hey.
Okay, John, do you want to
everybody's
do the intro?
What? Oh, yeah, Ron's not here. Ron normally does the intro.
No.
Okay, good. I think
Yeah,
mine is a
technically,
little...
I guess I took Ron's spot, but I didn't agree to doing that ahead of time, so it's on you.
It's Thursday night, your favorite night of the week, the #1 rated show on Twitch, where we
Yeah.
blend painting, gaming, and geek culture all together for your viewing
Roger.
pleasure.
Yeah, and if you don't believe us,
Mumble gaming geek culture.
if you don't believe us, just
You had to come because
Google
I
it.
was here, Ax. All right,
There we
I
go.
appreciate that. We didn't think I was going to be here, but then at the last minute, it just sounded more fun than going to get my food. So
Yeah.
I decided I'm just here for a little bit. So, if y'all have, questions, except, of course, I can't talk about any top secret reason that I'm in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Just to
here
see the new
us.
factory.
Yeah.
I'm just doing some things. I'm actually helping in the paint department a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I'm helping the paint department get, organized and, cool and all,
Yeah,
Back
because we've
on
had
track.
like 4 handoffs since Ann left.
Yeah, pretty much when I moved out, guys, 5 years ago, they've had 4 different people take over the paint department, and it's
Yeah.
like a game of telephone. It's just gotten weirder and weirder. So I came back, and one of the things that I'm doing, and that I can talk about, is helping paint, just kind of get closer to what it used to operate as.
Training.
Yeah,
Yeah,
training
Training yeah.
people, yes.
Especially since we moved buildings and now we have to operate
Yeah,
in a whole new facility.
Yeah, exactly. And so people so I've been working with Bonita, who is wonderful, amazing, fantastic woman. And we were she was showing me how she mixes today, and I'm like, well, here's some things you can try to make it do a little bit better. And yeah, so we were doing a lot of that fun stuff, like normal stuff. So I was on my feet a lot today, doing stuff, and I can't talk about some of the stuff I was doing.
Some of the stuff that is top secret, you guys might see at ReaperCon, possibly.
Ooh, we can talk about
Yeah.
yes. You might see some top secret things at ReaperCon.
Yeah.
It might be
Maybe.
there for special preview.
Yeah. I know Ron mentioned
Yeah,
maybe
butter
going
is
earlier.
not
but-
supposed to go in the paint Drash. I know. I couldn't believe they added it. I mean, they thought it would just add to the buttery texture, but they didn't understand.
That's one of the reasons it tasted so good.
You see Painterly Gets message? She's talking about hallowed orange. I was like, it's so funny because we were just talking about that.
Yeah.
We
Yes,
literally were just talking about that color earlier.
Well, technically, if we know how it originally was born, we could probably duplicate it.
Oh, actually, well,
I actually meant to ask you something, Ann. Did Bonita show you her swatch wall she was working on?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The swatch wall is cool.
I loved that.
Yes.
There's a really cool one in the game store, too.
Oh, yeah.
we have
The
one in the
Paint
game
Club.
store?
Paint Club was working on one.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen
Oh,
Bonita's?
cranky.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
With the bases.
Yeah, with the bases so she can just take them off the wall.
Yeah. It's nice. Yeah, we're gonna be. Yeah, we're doing stuff. I can't.
Yeah.
I, can't talk about
loved
stuff.
it.
yeah.
Can't talk about stuff, man.
Yeah.
It's so hard not to talk about stuff.
I know.
Oh, guys, I'm so excited for you to find out all the stuff in the coming months. Stay tuned, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Stay tuned.
And Anne might be coming back
Yeah.
at some point as well.
Yeah,
So-
I might be coming back. Not permanently. Sorry, don't.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
husband is watching. David, don't panic.
Don't worry.
They're not kidnapping me.
She actually agreed on a 3-month plan to make it back to Texas.
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
My dog, when David would kill Kiki or she would kill him. I'm not sure which, but it would happen. Yeah.
Yeah, moving's really tough on animals.
You see Hyper Bunny's message?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's one of the things we were working on, Hyper, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I worked on a lot today.
Yeah.
So it's cool. Yeah, David, remember to feed Kiki. Yeah.
So things should be
Drag
back
David
to how they
Texas.
were.
No, if hey Dabber, if that was going to happen, it would have been happening like when we started dating, right? Before I moved to California in the first place. Your cats
know-
think that Reaper paint tastes the best.
I know that David's not here, but we talked about it after Adepticon. He won his first Golden Demons, right?
Oh, yes. Yeah, David.
Yeah.
David, actually, my husband, did win his first 2 Golden Demons. He's still not as cool as me, though, because he got a bronze and a silver, and I have 2 silvers. In fact, he came home and asked me, "Are we even?" And I said, "No, you're still behind." Unfortunately, this means I have to like seriously pony up and probably enter again because it means he's probably going to enter again and try to get a gold, and I can't let that happen.
This is where you enter again, you win the sword, and then you'll never
and then
be
it's done. Then it's like eternal. I'm like, it's the only freaking competition that I've ever outscored you at, David. Come on. But he just can't leave it.
Ron said it was okay to
Thanks,
share
Frankie.
that one big secret thing. Yes,
go.
you did.
What?
Yep.
This was his bronze.
Ron hasn't really talked
Yep,
much
yep,
since
yep.
the cookie
Yeah,
dough.
so that was the one. Yeah,
yeah.
he did those.
Oh.
That was the bronze, yeah. He worked hard. Like, he was getting me to give him critiques. Like, and if you guys ever wonder what it takes to win a Golden Demon, like, he was coming to me like every 3 days going, okay, what's broken now? Yeah, what do I, you know, what, because that's what I'll pick out. If you ever come to me for a critique at ReaperCon, I'll generally pick out 1 or 2 things that are the things that are most bugging me. And then you go fix those. Then you bring them back, and then I'll tell you the next 2 things that are bugging me.
And so
And that was part of it right there, Cranky. Need more smoother blends.
Yeah, I
was
like the-
Oh, okay.
I like the reflection of the red right there.
Yep. Yeah, he's got the red, and he's doing like cloud reflection
The
there.
sky,
And the
yeah.
birds, and you see the reflection of the birds on the other side, on the bottom part of that wing. Yeah, he's doing, my husband's a pro on the reflected lights, so.
And then
Ron, I don't know. I don't know.
Ron,
And there's the other one, that's a silver.
yeah.
And and I can tell you guys because he just
Okay.
posted it up on Instagram. But the head on the base is our dog Kiki. He got away with it. He got away with it because the character is that chapter is kind of Egyptian-y.
Yeah.
And so they assumed it was a jackal head, but it's Kiki.
Yeah.
So we totally put our dog in there.
See,
Got him.
and that was, I love, one of my favorite things about Adepticon when we go is typically when we're done working, I'm too tired to do anything. We go eat dinner, and then we come back and usually go to bed. And the one night I was like, I'm not going to dinner with you guys. I'm going to go shower. I shaved my head. I was like, I just want to feel like, normal and maybe go to bed early. And then Lauren called me and was updating my on everything happening in the factory while I was gone. And while I finished shaving my head while we were talking on
Kiki's
the
immortal.
phone,
Yes, it's true, Twistoma.
I walked down to the Golden
Yeah,
Demon. I saw
Peter
both. I
legit.
saw both of his entrance.
Yeah.
But I walked down to the Golden Demon, and then I sat down because we were still talking, and we probably talked for another 45 minutes, and I just kept glancing over at the Golden Demon while we were talking. Of like,
Well, 'cause
I
you look
really
at
want to
pretty
see
models,
it.
yeah.
They always amaze me.
Yeah, there's some seriously cool stuff. Like, and I still like there's a lot of GW models I think are really cool these days. So, but yes, so cool. Thanks everybody. Thanks for all the like positive dog love from Kiki. I actually have a really cool picture of her from. We went to Big Sur. We went down to Monterey and Carmel. Just this past weekend, I was running a 5K. Go figure.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I did it. It was hills. There were hills. Ooh. And I did it anyway. I finished anyway, and I was only a minute and a half off my record.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
so I've been working hard. I'm still slow as hell, guys. Don't make no
mean-
mistake. I'm super slow, but I'm getting better.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got a picture of Kiki out on the dunes with the ocean in the background and all the wildflowers. Like, it's totally a calendar shot. It's so beautiful. Like, I should have sent it to John before the stream. I didn't think about
Oh,
it.
that reminds me, calendar. People have been asking me about a calendar for a
Reaper
couple
calendar?
years. Yeah, so I got to get
With painted
Is it-
figures
is it gonna
or
be-
with the men of Reaper in bikinis?
painted figures.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
I was thinking Reaper dogs.
I was thinking dogs.
Or
we,
dogs.
we got Zeus. We now got Ares and Hades.
Thank
We
you.
got
Yeah, we could.
Scooby Don't.
Yeah, Scooby Don't.
You can have one of Kiki. I'm still an employee.
Yeah,
You can have one of Kiki.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have a bunch of dogs.
We got plenty of animals. We got Spring.
Yeah.
Cats. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, oh, that's true. Spring. I
And
like
then
spring.
Bonita has 2.
Yep, I know.
So-
They're very,
Yeah.
very.
We could do a
one
mix.
is very unfriendly and one is very friendly. Yeah.
Chief's the unfriendly one, right?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Although now he's very friendly because he gets patents. So.
He literally bit my ankle one day.
Yeah.
Courtney had him up here in the other warehouse, in the storage
He grabbed my
warehouse.
shoe and went, "Arr!" And I was like,
I just wheeled the cart past him, and he was chill, very calm. I wheeled the cart past him. The moment my ankle got within 3
He was
inches
on
of
you.
him, it just bit right then. I was like,
this is a little tiny black and tan dog who's very tubby, but he's a little Manchester Terrier kind of dog.
it looks like a Chihuahua that is colored like a Rottweiler.
Yeah.
About this big, actually.
Yeah,
Like,
about as big as that
As big as
dragon.
the dragon.
Yeah. He's fierce though, super fierce, you guys, super.
Get your hashtag freeze in.
Yep.
We'll pull names in 2 minutes.
2 minutes,
So.
guys.
Oh, Twisted Omi, you have no idea. Getting the sand out of Kiki's coat after the beach trip. No, that was when he took her out to the dunes and let her run. And like she snoodled a surfer and she like took a full body wave surf in the ocean, and then she found every pile of rotting seaweed on the shore
Of course.
and rolled in it.
Of
And when she got back to the room, she reeked. And like there was sand all in her coat and she was all damp, and I'm just like, did you have to, honey?
Yeah.
Living her best life.
John, if you want to, I sent you pictures of me and David's dogs, Hades and Aries.
Hey, Quindy.
As like a little fun thing.
Hey, Quindy.
Rottweiler. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Chief was a dog they found on the side of the road, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Hades. That was
We were at my parents' house,
yeah.
and he was just vibing.
yeah. Super
Run
cute.
Kiki through a car wash next time. Oh, Quindy, I miss you too. And it's only like my first full day here.
Yeah. And just got in.
Got a lot of stuff done though today.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, a lot of mysterious things that we can't tell you about. So.
Yeah. And
Yep.
then you want to go to the next one? Yep, that's Aries.
Yeah.
So cute.
Aries, he is going to come down to meet Anne, of course.
Yeah, because I need to shepherd love. I
Yeah.
need to
Yeah.
shepherd love.
Yeah,
Yep,
you
yep.
He's God. He's
Strategic, yep. Men of Reaper calendar with strategically placed dragons. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
I got you
Yep.
on that one.
We can just pull pictures off John's Instagram for that.
Yeah. Don't go looking.
And then we got Zeus.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Zeus
Yeah.
was wearing my shirt earlier.
Yeah, he's a good
Look how
boy.
derpy he looks.
I
He is a derp.
love.
He has a good derp face, though.
I
like,
know.
He's just good at looking derpy.
I also love sometimes I'll just be sitting in my office and I'll just hear a jingling that could be keys, and I'll just be like, why is Zeus walking this direction? And he'll just walk over and he'll look in at me. He'll look into Dave's office and he'll just kind of be in that
Dog
area.
folk.
And then I'll hear
Hey.
Dave or Lauren.
Listen to Galvin.
Yeah.
We need a set of dog folk minis based on our dogs. Because Dark Sword was doing that, but they didn't do all the dogs. We need to do more.
I think he's still making some. I think.
Is he making some?
I think so. I think I saw Weeby doing some. I think.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
You know-
We need to do a good job.
Christine. I think Christine was doing.
Oh yeah, Christine will do great on it too.
I want to convince Ron to do ReaperCon exclusive Zeus minis.
Yeah.
ReaperCon exclusive Zeus minis
Yeah.
for every year, but
Oh.
I'm still trying to get him on that one.
He would be good as a paladin, a derpy paladin.
Oh, well,
Yes.
you know what? Let's
Yeah.
write
Oh,
that
she's
down.
writing it down. There we go. I'm the ideas woman, guys.
All right, I'm pulling names right now.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
All right.
You ready?
Yep,
Here we
we're
go.
ready. Okay, guys.
Let me see.
Okay.
Drum roll,
Lock
please. Drum roll, please.
Go ahead, Lauren. You got
Oh, is that Stree Davis?
Yeah.
Stria
Oh.
Davis.
Oh, I have a cord in my way. 1 second.
it.
Lucetius.
Yeah, Lucetios.
Yeah. Queen of
Sure.
Kings 5.
There you go.
Yep. Jenny
Nightus.
That's right.
Jenny Nightus.
And
Jenna
Jetta
Rose.
Rose.
There you go.
Heck yeah.
If we said your name, this is episode number 247, I think. Exclamation point! I won
Stria
something in
Davis,
chat. Question mark.
Lucios.
Yeah.
And Lou is LEUCETIOS.
Yeah. You need to do
And then-
exclamation point claim. Command claim, and then you'll get your notification.
Yes. And
Yeah,
Jenny
let's go.
Nightus and Queen of Kings. Yeah. And Jenna Rose. All the others. Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
There you
So
go.
while everybody's claiming stuff,
Yeah.
Zeus this week did something really, really sweet and cute. It's been raining hard here for the last couple days, and Zeus, if you didn't know, is very afraid of thunder and loud noises. You know, being the god of thunder, you would think he wouldn't be scared, but he is. So was it yesterday? He there's a big crack of thunder, and he went all the way to the paint department, grabbed Bonita, walked her all the way over to the packaging department where we were all like kind of talking.
Safe. Yeah. The
And
safe zone.
Yep, and he like kind of like made sure we were all together.
herded you.
Mm-hmm. He
Yep.
herded Bonita right to us.
That's so cute.
Today
He's
is
like,
what's
I'm really
cute.
worried you're not with the others.
Today is when I learned that Zeus doesn't give a dang about me because I was not pulled over to that group. I don't even know what I was doing that day.
Also, speaking of all the rain, it was very slippery outside of the front of Reaper, and there's a lot of mud, and you can tell by this right here.
Oh.
This is right outside my car. Let me go full screen so you can see. So there's this huge mud pile in front of Reaper right now. And when I got out of my car, I slipped, and I had my food and my car, my keys, my wallet, and busted my butt, busted my ass, and then you can see there.
Oh wow,
Yep.
lovely. Yeah.
I was impressed. He saved his drink.
Yeah.
He had his drink in one hand and his food in the
expense of
other.
everything else.
Now my back
He
hurts.
still held him out.
Yeah.
My back hurts, but we're all good. I was the only
Yeah.
one that fell. A lot of people almost fell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well,
Yeah.
remember
was
the
the-
new factory is down the hill, all you guys who have been here. So yeah, the mud comes down for sure after all the construction.
Yeah.
Luckily, I had some
Dave,
extra
Dave
clothes
has
here.
plans on how to fix it with Ruben. They're figuring that out now.
Yep.
Yeah, after I fell, they don't want a liability, you know. I'll
The weather
sue.
now, actually, Airways, it's been really nice. Like, it's been cool. It was rainy yesterday before my plane came in. My plane got delayed, but
Oh yeah. Mhm.
but it's just been. I mean, it's like 70. It was 73 and cloudy. I mean, it was pretty really nice out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
really
got
nice.
sun came out today. Got a little bit warmer this afternoon, but yeah. Did all the winners claim, Lucy?
Yes,
Juice?
they did. They did.
Yes, they did. Okay, all winners have claimed. Art print. There's your art print for the calendar.
Hey.
You
I
can
know.
put minis, then you can put little inserts of the Reaper employees doing silly things.
Well, I know Green Oaks Gaming sent us an email to me and Ron. Here, let me go to my screen so you guys can see.
Yeah.
New colored Reaper John Mud.
So
I'll make a note, Corsair. I'll make a note.
yeah, Green Oaks Gaming sent us an email to me and Ron about an idea for ReaperCon about art prints and doing them, like breaking them up into little pieces so people can collect them and put them together to make one big photo.
Oh.
And so that's something that we could do at ReaperCon as well.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, it's a cool
Yeah.
cool idea.
Yeah.
Right now we're doing the graveyard idea, which I really like. We've talked about it ad nauseum at this point, but
I don't even know what it is, so you can talk about it even more.
okay. If
But you
Anne
can
doesn't know,
summarize.
I'll
Just do a
explain it to
summary.
Anne.
Yeah.
Doing things around ReaperCon, hobby hijinks classes, entering the MSP, will give you a random gravestone. And there's different rarities based on the factions.
Yeah.
And then you can paint that gravestone and bring it to the graveyards. We'll have 4
and
different
put it
graveyards
in.
and put
Oh,
it in.
that's so cool.
Yeah.
So you can
I
base
love
it
it.
and do all that stuff and then bring it to the graveyards. And then at the end of the show, we'll have 4 different graveyards for each of the factions, and we can put them together to make one big graveyard. And then so
Oh.
So you're helping build a diorama.
Yeah, that's really cool, guys.
But-
I'm
but-
so super like thrilled. I'm chuffed about that.
And you can also collect them. And since they're different rarities and stuff, so maybe you get 2 of the same.
Uh-huh.
Now you can go find somebody that has one that you want, you trade.
Right, yeah.
So
Mhm.
it's a good way to get the attendees to kind of interact and trade their tombstones and things
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Cool.
So-
Very Reaper-y.
Yeah.
Very
There's
That's a
also
cool idea.
I think a few more ideas that we're kind of tossing around
Yeah.
too.
Kind
Can't-
of similar.
And since we're on the topic of ReaperCon, I might as well show you this. This got updated a couple days ago. So let me show you here. So this is
Oh,
ReaperCon.com. So if you go to ReaperCon.com and you go to the Reaper U and you go to classes, we've updated the class list for, let's say this is Thursday. So you can scroll through and see all the different classrooms and whose classrooms are where. So you can look at the different blocks and the different times.
and I know there are still classes to be submitted because I know that my husband hasn't submitted his.
Yes, yeah. And then let's say we want to teach quick and easy freehand with Proctor. You click on it, shows you all the details. And then we're going to add links here that take you to the tickets page. But
Sweet.
this is just something that got updated on ReaperCon.com. So you can look at Friday and see what ballroom and what
And
classrooms.
you had a date for when the tickets were going on sale, right?
Monday.
Monday.
May 5th.
Tickets on sale Monday, May 5th. Cinco de Mayo,
Yes,
everybody. Grab
at noon.
your margarita and, maybe that's a little early in the day for some people to grab margaritas, but
It's at noon, so noon p.m.
He always forgets Airwiz. Like, David forgets every year, because he doesn't check his email, obsessively, and so it gets buried. And I always am like, have you submitted your classes to Ron? And he's like, oh, yeah.
Also, Anne, I don't know if you know about this. On ReaperCon.com, there is an artist gallery now. So if I type in, Anne, let's see if Anne's in here.
I don't know.
Yeah, Anne Forster. It shows you all of your submissions all the way back to 2012.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's so
Oh, I remember the
cool.
Overwatch.
Yep. Yep.
So if you have ever submitted anything into the MSP, let's look at Proctor. It has all of your entries from past years
Yeah,
on
that's
there.
way cool.
So you have an artist gallery now.
That's
Love
really
that.
cool. Yeah. And the only reason you guys don't see more from me is because for a while I wasn't entering because I didn't feel right to do it when I was an employee. I was kind of I wanted to leave it all for the rest of you. But lately I have been just because it's fun.
So there you go. I thought that was pretty neat.
I'll have dragons this year.
Ooh.
Or I'll have lava dragon at least.
I loved
And
that
Noli.
TV thing Proctor did.
Yeah. That was really inspired. That
I
really
was
great.
impressed by the Cthulhu the year before, and then he came in with the TV, and I was like,
Oh, that was cool. Yeah.
my favorite thing to do is to harass Proctor because he always harasses us
Yes.
at registration the
Yes.
moment he gets there.
Yes.
And so I'm just like, man, leave some for the rest of everybody
Will
else.
there be an exclusive paint set, Tombstone Gray, Moss Green, etc.?
Somebody asked me about will all
Not
the
that I
classes
know
be
of,
up on
Galvin.
Monday?
Huh?
Let me see. Somebody asked about if all the classes will be up on Monday.
Not all of them, because I know that there's
David
still-
Diamondstone probably won't have his in yet,
No,
right?
David
Okay.
won't have his. No.
So let me see if
I reminded him, but I don't think he'll be able to turn it around. I mean, he'll get it to Ron maybe over the weekend, but there won't be time for Ron to get it in place.
Yeah,
right
it
now
probably
the only
won't be
class
good.
that's not in is a kids clay sculpting monsters class. That's the only class that's not submitted right now. So
Yeah.
all the other classes that we have in our submissions are inputted. You may have noticed as well, there's no hobby hijinks and stuff yet. We're still working with Ludo to try to figure all that out. So his stuff will go up later, events-wise. And also a lot of the Blood on the Clock Tower and D&D games.
Yeah.
There's a lot of submissions. I think there's about 40 or so right now.
Oh, and
Those will be put in over slowly over time. So yeah, there's normally not a big rush on those as opposed to classes.
Yeah.
So
the games is on me. I have not had a lot of time lately.
there will be Bones Mashup. I think they're on right now. There are Bones Mashups in there right
There
now.
is going to be some Bones mashups. I believe Ron said he's going to add more Bones
yeah.
mashups later, though. So there will be some available, and there will be more later.
There's almost always a meet and greet on Wednesday, Twistone.
Oh, Golden Piggy said there's only one. Yes, that's correct. I think Ron put one in, and then he's going to duplicate it and do all the times and all that stuff. So they should be ready by Monday.
There's a meet and greet on Wednesday, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and actually this year the meet and greet is free.
Ooh.
So it's a buffet,
Yes.
and it's just going to be a cool little hangout, and we'll do the Hall of Fame ceremony.
Okay.
That worked out great last year. I think that's a good way to put it. Last year, we tried something new with the $100 like really good food order stuff like that, and you got a bust that came with it and all that stuff.
Yeah.
This year we just kind of we're trying something else new.
Yeah,
We're
let's
trying to
try
iterate
make
on
free
it.
and see how people
So
like that. No,
that's a
sweet.
cool little hangout. So now you can
That's
just
sweet.
come hang out
Free
at
food,
the
Cranky.
buffet.
Come to ReaperCon.
I say, the food is while it lasts. So if it runs
Yes.
out, it runs
Free
out.
food
So
while it lasts.
yes.
And there's tons of gamers coming, so you know what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
please leave some for the registration people, please.
You need to get people to fetch you plates.
I know, that's what I need to do.
Yeah.
I need to be like, David, go fetch, please.
Fetch plate. Yep. That's the only thing. Fortnite bingo again.
Ooh,
That's cool.
Fortnite
Yeah.
bingo. Okay.
Needs
Wash your hands.
Yeah.
And then I guess really quick, I can talk about stuff I've been working on. So
All right.
I've been working on some videos. And
John showed me the new paint setup, the new painting setup.
oh yeah, this. And then I was working on some 3D camera tracking stuff with like the logo.
Oh,
And so now
nice.
I can do some 3D camera tracking
oh,
and
that's
stuff.
nice. Sweet, slick, like it.
Just trying it for
Two
different
thumbs up.
ideas for different editing, just practicing my editing.
Yeah.
So working on that. And then another cool thing is I'm working on a material video for Reaper Miniatures, like the history and how each material works and pros and cons and etc. It's a pretty big video, but I was working on some editing like things earlier today.
Oh, that was cool.
I love
Let
this.
Do it
me
again.
see. It's
Do it
better.
again.
Do it again.
Here you go. So this is on loop now. So this is called the grow effect, and it just pops
yeah,
out of
it
Oh,
starts
nice.
tiny and then it goes blook.
and then I have this. It grows a little bit bigger than it normally is and shrinks, so it gives it that little pop.
Yeah, it does give it that pop. I see it. Yeah.
And so
Cool.
Interesting.
I figured in an editing, like in a TikTok or a something like that, it'll be fun to like just be like snap my fingers or something, and it goes boop.
Yep.
And so it's like, oh, what do I want to paint today? And you like swipe it off your phone, like you can grab it on your phone and swipe it, and then boop, make it pop up in real
That's
time.
funny.
So that's just some editing stuff
John
I've been
doing
working
some
on.
fun stuff.
I'm proud of it, so I wanted to show it off.
Yeah.
It's really good.
These are the reasons that I learned how to cast is because normally 2 to 3 days a week I have to pull John into casting, and I'm like every time I have to do it, I'm like, okay, that's like 3 or 4 hours that he's not able to work on this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I forgot. I have
you know,
some
the
more.
practicalities. At least he gets time to do it.
Yeah. So I just learned how to cast last night, and I casted Priority this morning.
Bone 7 Dave's Tax Dungeon.
Well, I'll finish showing off the rest of the ReaperCon stuff I have after we do the next giveaway.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Cool.
I have some more stuff to show
yeah.
from Ronald.
Yeah.
So Anne is here until
Next Wednesday.
Wednesday.
I fly
Yes.
out next Wednesday morning. So
you're
yeah,
here till
I'm hoping
Tuesday.
to do at least one stream here at some point. I don't know. I don't know when. I'm still doing a lot of other
Yeah.
top secret things.
Yeah.
But because John has that super spiff setup, and because he just promised me one of those giant sofis, perhaps we can start painting some giant Sophie on
On
a
stream?
That would
Yeah.
be cool.
Giant Sophie.
Yeah. Well,
Here's
she
the
is
thing.
kinda giant.
Wait until we get the 150 millimeter.
Watch
There
this.
comes a point when the scale like dies. Whoa.
Oh, there goes John.
Whoa.
So you can see.
Oh, there it is, guys. See?
Yeah.
So I want to
Oh,
paint there.
nice.
Yeah, Mountain Dew is included.
This is where I go steal the iPad and I run across the street into the factory with it.
There's them. But yeah, this is the setup. It's coming along pretty nicely.
Yeah, it's nice.
This is the Sophie she's talking about. If you haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
big ReaperCon Sophie, the
The-
sci-fi.
Yep, she will be at ReaperCon.
Maybe we'll
Yes.
do some super fast wet blending and see what I can do.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ta-da.
But yeah, so that was the only thing is I only brought one model like just to paint a paint club and it isn't a Reaper model. So, but I like these big ones.
The Batling Anne was painting. I'm assuming you mean the larger version
Yes.
of the Batling.
I did the big one.
So
Oh, you have the large one?
yeah.
yeah, she got one of the large ones.
Actually, I forgot to bring models for Ron, but it's just as well I didn't have any room in my suitcase to bring
Oh.
the models for Ron, so I'll bring them for ReaperCon.
There is
Yeah.
not currently a plan to release a larger version of
Are
the
you talking about?
Batling.
We're talking about this model, correct?
The bat on the pumpkin. Yeah.
The bat? No.
Oh.
This is called a Batling.
Oh,
This is
okay.
why I was a little confused earlier.
Sorry,
This
battling
is
on the
all-
pumpkin.
So
Yeah, that's what I painted.
the bat on the pumpkin, John, that we did
Yeah, for
the
Halloween.
October.
So
Yeah.
Courtney had printed it larger just as a test thing, and got one of those to paint.
Got it.
Yeah, so I painted that on
So
stream.
that is not.
This is a May release.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That batling.
Yeah,
is a May
yeah,
release.
that's
That's
a
a
May
cute
release.
little batling.
This one is the Christine Van Patten teaches a class every year at ReaperCon now that is a design a model. So people that come to that class get to help design. So she comes up with like the posing and everybody chooses what race and what weapon they're using
Yep.
and class. And last year's ReaperCon, this was the model that got created.
Yeah, she showed
And so
that.
she's coming out
nice.
in this month, May.
Yeah,
Yeah.
excellent. Well, I'll have to put in an order in May then.
Yeah.
She'll-
To answer the question, the larger Batling does not currently have plans to be released. However, I do bother Ron about it fairly regularly that we should release the larger version.
Yeah.
Maybe this October.
Who knows? Who knows?
Courtney might be upset with me for saying that, but because he's going to have to print them all.
Yeah, this model's super nice.
I
The-
do like that model.
The model
it's
that
cool.
came out previously was the Dragon Paladin. I can't remember the name. It has a Aztec name. I can't remember
Yeah,
the name
yeah.
of it.
I remember the one. I painted that on stream too.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe we'll paint that one on stream, guys. What do you think?
Yeah, this one's cool.
Reaper pro tips. Should we battling? do the double. It'll be a double battling since we did the Halloween battling.
Ooh.
Yeah, it'll be the
All right, let's
second
do giveaway real quick.
battling. Yeah. Okay.
We could also make it even.
Yeah, Quindy says yes. All right, just for you, Quindy.
Okay.
Oh yes, other yeses. Good.
Let's see.
We're down the Dragon Pally. Cool,
Dan
Dabla.
Shan 990.
Yep. Mon Maji.
Valthorn.
Oh, Valthorn. There you go, Val.
Yeah. Kelrendos. Dross.
Kelrendros?
Hyper Bunny.
Kelrendros and Hyper Bunny.
Exclamation point claim if you see your name there. This is episode number 247. For your information, command I won something ? We'll give you all the info. You can see it there in chat about how to claim it. There you go.
Yes, do your
Yeah.
claims. Do your claims, everybody. Claim.
There you go.
Okay, John, do we want to do ReaperCon stuff or new release stuff?
I might give up my chair to you, John,
Yeah.
because I think I'm starving now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. We'll say goodbye to Anne.
Yeah.
She'll
Yes,
be back.
I'm gonna take this opportunity, this break,
Yeah.
to say yay. Thanks,
Yeah.
guys. Thanks for letting me be on Reaper Live. It's the only
Yeah.
time I've ever been on Reaper Live, you guys.
Really? Ever?
Ever.
Yeah, that's the only time she's ever been on.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So well, now I've done bucket list done, right? Yeah.
Check.
Bye, everybody.
No, thank you.
Thanks
Bye.
for tuning in.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you for staying so long. I felt a little bad. I was like, she's probably getting so much hungrier as we speak.
now I can go and get sushi and make it all better.
Heck
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
And-
see you tomorrow.
And we'll try to do a small stream for us later this
Sometime
week.
Yeah, sometime this week. We'll have to, you and I get together. And
Yeah.
What day is best.
and we're working on video ideas and stuff. It's a good time. All right. Let's see. ReaperCon stuff.
Ooh, okay. Let's do ReaperCon stuff.
We got the preview of the.
I don't remember why Ron wasn't available tonight, but I
He's
don't
doing
think
something
we're-
with his kid.
Yeah,
I think.
Ron's doing something with his kid, and he's going
His
to
kid
go
has
see
an
the
event.
Thunderbolts.
with Dylan.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he's doing a business class
Oh,
thing.
right.
Business project.
That's
okay.
right.
Also tonight, the Reaper documentary gets premiered. It's
Yep.
premiering
Yeah.
right now, actually.
Dang.
But
Well, why are you all here watching this?
I
Go
know
watch
we
that.
should have.
Yeah.
I told her I would be there, but I forgot we had Reaper Live, so I'm sorry. But we'll get all the footage and everything like that. So, but these are the previews of the Reaper Bucks, I believe,
Yeah.
right?
Yep, actually, hilariously.
Ever notice how you never see Anne and Ron in the same room?
Yeah, I do believe, as John has pointed out, I think previously, we do get the footage
Yes,
for
yeah.
that documentary. And
She's giving us the edited full version and all of the raw footage.
Yes.
So all the
Yes.
interviews, all the B-roll, all that stuff as well.
Yeah, and I think you said it's going to go on our YouTube channel, John?
I believe so.
Yeah, so at least that is a way to go and see it.
Trashorama nut bucks because of
All
the
right.
squirrel.
Well, you have to tell Ron that.
Oh
John.
man,
That's
I'll
not
tell
on
him.
me.
I'll
Let me-
tell. I
let me
can't
write
wait
it
to collect
down.
my nut bucks.
I will say, Trash. One of the reasons for the varying colors and the I don't know if these were his original what he wanted to do as the designs, but I specifically asked him to change the colors because the bronze and silver that we've used for 2 or 3 years, I had to look very closely at the symbols anytime someone would bring them to me to make sure are these this year's or the previous year's.
And so
Yeah.
these are the 2 for this year.
Yeah, it helps it make it fair for people who are coming in who want to get a little bit of something from was it the Brianwood store or is it called the Reaper Bucks store?
Reaper Bucks
Reaper Bucks store.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of becoming now a general thing. It was
Yeah.
originally just the Brianwood store because we were testing it out.
Well, I think
And-
it's like the Brianwood port.
Yeah, the port. Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
that was a fun year.
yeah, but
It's because we were in Pirates for a while.
Yeah.
So that's why it was that. And then when we left Brinewind to come to
We just
place.
generalized
Yeah,
it
we-
as the
yeah.
Reaper Bucks.
Brianwood import store.
imports, yeah,
Yeah.
Now it's the Sullenhall Dungeon Bazaar.
bizarre.
We'll get Ron on a like a big banner.
Not Buck Treehouse.
We get sponsored by Buc-ee's.
Oh no.
I know a few years ago, maybe we can still talk to Adrian about this since she works with Denton, is contacting Buc-ee's and see if we can have the mascot come to ReaperCon one day and take pictures with everybody. So like the
Ooh.
beaver, the guy
That's
that
a
just
thing they do.
I don't know.
Yeah, we
Oh.
can ask.
I
I've
was gonna
seen-
say,
we
does
can
Bucky's
ask.
have like a mascot suit?
Yeah,
We're gonna-
they come to Bucky, like he goes to Bucky's stores, and so people take pictures with him.
Oh, I've never seen
Oh,
that.
I have a picture, so yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wrote it down for you guys. We can explore that.
And then I have, let me go off of the screen real quick. I got to go to a different folder. I don't want to show you all my stuff. Ron put some stuff in here too. So
Yeah,
Some-
while John's looking in his folder, we have been really diligently. Ooh, there he is, working on ReaperCon.
yeah.
So that I believe is going to be the Ghost faction leader.
Yep.
That is the official leader, not the woman with the bells. It's going to be this gentleman right here on his horse. Does he have an official name?
I don't think he has a name yet.
Horse guy.
It just says I see ghosts on the name of this. So, but yeah, this is the fourth faction. You've seen all the other three.
Mhm.
You've seen the Kingslayer. You've seen the Ghouls of Dimgall, and you've seen the
vampire.
vampires.
Yeah.
And this is the Ghosty McGhostface faction.
Yep.
Really cool. I'm excited to see how this model turns out because of how complicated it looks.
Yeah, he's going to be awesome.
He's going to be a 3D print is what I'm seeing.
I would assume.
Yeah.
I think the base. I don't know.
It definitely depends on how everything is done, but I feel like he's definitely going to be mostly printed.
Yeah, this guy's cool.
I will say the Ghost faction this year is really popping off.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be the most popular.
I hope we have a misspelling on his ribbon like we did with River Windows.
What are the ghosts' names? Ghosts of something?
I don't even. I'll be honest. I don't even know the faction names.
Bone
Lauren
Pandas?
said earlier we've been working so hard on ReaperCon, and I've just been like, I've been doing everything but ReaperCon so that other people can focus on
Okay,
ReaperCon.
I've been working really hard on ReaperCon with
Yeah, yeah.
Ron and Bonita, and John has been working really hard on
Yeah.
ReaperCon.
Where can we see all the faction? When you sign up for your 4-day pass, the factions are there. And you know what? I'm going to put the factions on the front page of tabletop events. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll update the front page with some artwork and the write-ups of each one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is really cool. I like that the horse is kind of spawning. It's kind of like how you would imagine that ghosty type of like going through something or appearing instead of having the full horse.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a spirit.
I've been trying to convince Ron to do ghosts coming out of stuff like
A picture
portraits
frame.
and mirrors and stuff like that. And then of course he comes out with this man on a horse. I was like, okay, well, one up my idea, I guess.
And keep in mind that these all have display bases, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So they're all going to come on display bases, but they'll have their own base that slots into that display
How
base.
large did he say this display bases were going to be? Do we know?
I don't know.
Okay.
I would assume they're slightly bigger because these slot into them.
They're definitely going to be a little bit bigger, but I'm assuming they're not going to be gigantic because we won't be able to produce them here like through Sciocast or anything.
Will this be clear or solid?
I don't
Right now- right now, solid?
Probably solid. Courtney might be able to, if it's 3D printed, which it looks like it would be.
Yeah, most
I
likely
would
will
guess
be
that
3D
he might be able to make a clear greenish, maybe.
clear for sure, but I don't know.
But it'll be, that's a good question for Ron.
Yeah, it's a good question. We don't know. We're still waiting for these to be sculpted. I know Ron has some work in progresses of the other sculpts. He didn't want to show them until they were done.
Yeah.
So
How big is 800 millimeter? Is that the size of a small
it's
child?
4 inches.
800 millimeters?
Oh, 800? Oh, I thought you said 100.
No. Trash said 800 millimeters. And I was like, how big is that? Like a small child?
And then we have another miniature that is going to be,
Oh, yeah.
or that is planned to be
Yes.
available at ReaperCon.
Mm-hmm.
His name's Randolph.
Randolph. We don't have a name for the pony yet, I don't think. Maybe his name's Boom. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe that's why. Yeah.
Boom the pony.
If you look on the bell right there.
That's why the bell says boom.
Yep.
Cease and desist. Yeah.
But see, this isn't a friendly wizard that has fireworks in the back. This is clearly an arsonist wizard.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Which can you rotate?
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Rotate it. Oh,
There we go.
there we go. Those are clearly bombs.
Clearly.
Ron's gonna regret ever letting me on this show.
Legally distinct bombs. That's right. But this is planned to be for ReaperCon. I believe this was sculpted by Jason, judging by the green.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is Randolph. I don't know. Maybe Trash.
You can absolutely carve those out if you really want to.
Mhm. Elton. He's the Rocket Man. Oh, that's clever.
Wouldn't it be really funny if each of those was like the rockets and bombs were all just individually cast like the fishes for the boat?
I would not like that.
I wouldn't either. You act like I wouldn't be part of that.
This is good.
Casted in metal. Oh.
I know, it's a really cute pony.
Yeah, it is cute. I wonder if that will be separate. Like,
I believe the pony, the cart, and the wizard are planned to be separate.
okay.
But that being said, I don't know until I see it physically in front
It
of
really
me.
probably depends because if it's a print, it might be best to leave it in one piece.
I just think it's better probably to have the pony as a separate piece because then you can use it for anything.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But you just have the cart kind of rest on it.
Yeah.
that
or
makes
or
the
you can
most
glue it if
sense.
you want to, or put magnets on it, or versatility is key.
Yeah.
That's at least that's what I'm gonna try to convince Ron. But who knows? I don't know how the cart attaches, like how it sits on there. I wonder if you can see from the top view.
Well, if they're able to split it off but keep like the texture of the fur of the horse's coat.
Oh yeah,
Actually, is that a?
he has a harness
Those are
on.
his ears. I thought those were horns for a second. I was like, is that a
Demon
steer?
pony.
Demon horse?
And I think the Randolph will be separate as well because then you can put him in a chair.
Yeah.
You can put him sitting on a
you could, in
ledge.
theory, put him somewhere else. Yeah.
So in my mind, this would be 3 different pieces, but you can
Courtney's
also do
listening to this and getting angrier.
you could also do the
with you.
wheels in Seocast. Like the wheels could be Seocast pieces.
Mhm.
So yeah, it all depends. We'll have to see when it's all done.
Yeah, I love the pig in cart mini.
Yeah.
I love that
And that
one.
one works great.
Mhm.
It does the same thing. It just rests in there, or you can glue it. But you can also use the pig by itself. So epic. So that's what he sent. So you have some sneak peeks of some models that are planned for ReaperCon there.
Mm-hmm.
I love animals when we do animals that are part of something like that. Like I was just talking to Anne about it earlier. The 30th anniversary dragon.
Oh,
the
rider
can fit on there, but if you take the rider off, it still looks great. Like it fits over the spines of the dragon, so you don't have to include the rider, and it still looks like a perfectly fine model on its own.
Yep.
I love.
Smart.
We've started doing that a lot lately, and it makes me really happy.
Smart design.
Yeah.
Because I think we saw a little spoiler this week in our meeting about the mouseling, one of the mouselings that's going to be available at ReaperCon.
Yes.
I know it's still being worked on, so you guys will see it in the next coming weeks. But it has a piece that's attachable that you could probably use for something else.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe some kind of spell effect of some kind.
Yeah, which is great because you weren't on screen, so they couldn't see.
I know.
It's perfect.
And then the last thing Ron sent was this artwork. This is from the Hills Edge Province book. It's a Hill Giants artwork. I believe this was done by Mike Faley, I think is who did this artwork. So this is for the DDRPG little update.
Okay.
Oh,
So
terrifying. I love it.
your Hill Giants, work in progress. I think it's still being worked on, but there's a work in progress of the Hill Giants. And it matches pretty close to our Hill Giants. The actual miniatures.
Can you zoom in on his necklace? Is that shields?
It is.
Oh, I love that.
And a tree. And then a rock. The classic Hill Giant, rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually have a special place in my heart for Hill Giants in general because one of the D&D campaigns I played in for a long time, my older brother was DMing, and one of our biggest campaigns was clearing out Hill Giants from a series of hills. And my dad's characters, after we finished, was like, we have a lot of money. We should just start our own town. So we started our own, basically all of our characters started a city together that we invested all of our money into that eventually grew into a kingdom where we all had our own castles.
Was it in the hills?
It was in the hills where we cleared all the hill giants out from.
Yeah.
We killed every hill giant and then just took control of it.
Okay, are we ready to
Oh, yeah.
to call the next people who won?
Here we go.
Okay.
Sierra Fire.
Is that Death by Fugu?
Yeah.
Yes, Death by Fugu. And then we got Doug DX88
Kobodrazi.
and Sapphire 8 Dragon.
Yeah, exclamation point claim. Let's see.
Exclamation point claim. This is episode number 247. Command I won something ? Is how you get all the information. Thank you, Quindy. And then command claim to if you see your name here, waiting for the gears. And then you're good to go. Let's see. Now what? What do you guys want to talk about?
Oh,
Oops.
you guys might see some more, hopefully when you go to, I believe on our website, there's a little banner for the Bones 6 boxes. You're going to see some of the old leftover Bones 5 that we've been finding a little bit more easily too. I think some stuff got turned on. Don't steal the cockatrice eggs and some other ones that we've been finding. Yeah, if you go down to Bones 6, technically it's Bones 5 stuff, but we put it in that category.
Yeah, so all of the numbers from Bones 5 that we didn't have enough of for the regular release have some of them, they weren't fully tagged for this, so we just went ahead and tagged them for Bones 6 as well.
Yeah, so we've got those up, and anything else I find hiding around, assuming I get Ron's permission, it'll be a go.
Yeah, we've got to get over because we still have some library boxes of a few different numbers that we haven't put up from Bones 5 that we're going to get to. We just have to find the time to get over there and find them.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I saw somebody got the last of the treasure piles.
Oh, it's all gone?
Yeah.
And
okay.
then-
I mean,
Well,
it's
if you want a
treasure
treasure pile, 7019 is a great treasure pile.
And then starting today,
Yes.
you can get this guy.
That's our free monthly promo.
Sculpted by Glenn Glenn Harris. This is the promo model for this month. So if you spend $40 or more, you'll be able to get this guy in your order.
Yep.
Nice ogre sculpted by Glenn.
Yeah. Lieutenant Floby, a library box is essentially what we keep our Bones minis inside of.
Yeah, it's pretty much just like a big box, and we call them library boxes because they're thinner, so they get put onto shelves like they're in a library, like they're books in a library.
Yeah.
Sorry, just getting my blue stuff
Yeah.
off of here.
Blue stuff, not green stuff.
My poster tag.
Unfortunately, it's one per order. However, you can, I believe, purchase it separately. So you can buy more, but you get one for free.
Let's just show you.
Or you could place 2 orders in the month and get 2 free.
Yes.
Here's a Sir for sale sizing. So this month you're getting a pretty sizable freebie. He's pretty big.
Yeah, I believe he's in a medium deep.
He's in a medium deep, yeah. He was actually, the reason the halberd and his hand are actually, the top part of the halberd where that hand is starts, that's a separate piece so that he would fit in a medium
Right
deep, because otherwise he would have been a large blister.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. Yeah, this is a dot for the center of the camera right now. I put a little dot there so to help whenever somebody's on. But Anne already, she sat down and tested this little setup here, and I'm going to have to tilt the camera probably a little bit more forward. So instead of having the camera right here, it'll be more like forward.
Yeah.
So it helps with the natural elbow placement and stuff.
You're going to have to move your dot.
Yeah, luckily it's paint, so I can just scrape it off. So
Ooh.
I didn't want to do something permanent because I knew I was going to be moving the camera around.
Yeah.
But here you go. This is your promo.
Yeah.
Shout out to Glenn. We haven't seen a Glenn piece in a while, I don't think. I don't remember the last piece we got from Glenn, to be honest. Because Andy Cooper did the dogs.
A couple recently.
He's recently done some.
Recently we've had a couple. It was actually really funny because while Kirk was up here, he said something. He was like, "Who's that guy? I don't know that guy."
There you go. Look at a nice close up on him so you can see the details. Yeah, he has a nice goatee. Mm-hmm. And then we have some new releases this month. I think these are. Well, I don't know when these come out exactly. So
if I see them, I might
yeah. These are
It's the
freebooters.
Raven,
Those ones were those the first part of? Hang on, I'll pull up the slideshow and look.
Yeah. So these are the freebooter models that are coming out. The Chronoscope.
Nope, that's the wrong spreadsheet.
The Bones Chronoscope
There it
pieces
is.
that are coming out.
Yep, they'll be in the end of the 30,000s.
Let me look at the previews here. So this is the Raven.
Yeah, she comes out on the 5th.
Yes, the 5th of May. Yep.
So Monday, the same time classes come out. Class tickets. So this is the Raven coming out on Monday. And then we have... Oh, I realized... Oh, I forgot the candle on this one. This is the Black Rose.
Oh,
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
The Black Rose. She has a cool little bat sitting on a skull.
I love that.
Yep. And then the candle, which is not on there, but there's another
Here's a
another
little
piece
candle.
you can stick to the base if you'd like,
Yes.
or wherever on the model you want.
I didn't place the... Oh, sorry, out of focus. I didn't place the candle on here. So, my bad. Yeah, she's cool. And then, what is this one? This is the female Dark Elf.
Yeah, she's really cool
Heck
too.
yeah.
I like the long hair.
Mm-hmm.
I've been really enjoying these the freebooter minis that we've been putting out.
There's that clock and booty.
They've just been
That's what it's called.
they're super like dynamic, which is why they're in like 4 or 5 pieces each usually.
Yeah, they're normally in multiple pieces.
They're almost all in multiple pieces, and it's just they're really nice.
Yes, Minath. All of these characters come separate from the base.
Yes. The bases are actually the figure and most everything else is 3D printed, and then the bases we actually do in the plastic injection.
And then this model is super cool. I don't know if I glued it together correctly. I did, looking at the picture. This thing is awesome. This is called the Chaos Sorceress.
Yeah.
And let's see if I can...
No, you did that correctly. Yeah, with
Yeah.
him or with the figure inside the cloak.
Yeah, so she's like lifting up her cloak, and there's like this demon imp coming
out of it.
out. It's like of it. And you can see, oh, come on.
I can't see anything, John.
I know. The wings are coming out of the demon, and then like it's out from underneath the cape. Oh, it's such a cool idea. Hey kids, you want to buy an imp? And it's like emerging, and you can see even in the back, it's kind of like down in there. There's a knee. You can see the knee coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Right below the head, there's like a knee, and she has nipple piercings. The demon has nipple piercings. Cool little touch.
Yeah, little feature.
No clock and booty on this one. It's covered up. Oh. Still working on the autofocus, so I'm still working on it.
John, we are a family-friendly company.
I know. Hey, this is a cool model.
I'm actually really excited for the first part of June. Has a Chaos Demon is, I believe, what the name of the figure is.
Yeah.
But she's
No spoilers.
she's really good looking.
Oh,
I like the model
here,
a
I got
lot.
it. I got it pulled up on my iPad.
Oh,
Yeah,
do
that
you
one looks
actually
cool.
have do you actually have a thing of it?
Not a full picture, but it'll show you.
Oh yeah,
it's in the
I love
previews.
how it's the only one we have an image for. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. So the Chaos Demon. Well, this is on the previews page.
Yeah, it's on the previews. So
Yeah.
So this one's coming out on 6/30, end of the month or end of next month.
No, first part of next month.
Oh, well,
According
the
to
date's wrong on this. so-
Wait, 6/9.
Oh, classic.
Oh, we
Yeah,
So this got
June
moved
9th.
up. So it's not 6/30.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
6/9.
yeah. It got changed from one
you
to
go.
the other. I think.
Michael Paints Mini says I have an original medal of this one. Yeah,
Ooh.
Heck yeah.
it's cool. Cool posing. I always love a good demon. Chaos Demon.
Yeah, it's in 4 parts total. I think. The legs,
Tail.
the upper body, and the horns,
Oh,
and then the base is obviously going to be a separate piece. I don't know.
Sarducci 6'9". Nice. And then obviously you have, we showed her off earlier. It's the Bat Girl from Christine Van Patten.
Yes.
Comes out later this month. Super neat. We don't have very many batlings, like bat folk.
Mm-hmm.
And-
I love how you say we don't have many. We have 0, John.
Oh, do we?
Other than the one from the ghoulie bag that's the little
Yeah,
bat
but
that's
it's
in
not
the
really
pumpkin.
bat folk. That's more of like a creature.
But we don't have like this is
NPCs
the
or
only
characters.
bat folk we have.
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
As
Hey,
far
maybe
as
we
I
need
know.
more. With the rise of those books that people read
Mm-hmm.
with Bat Boys and things like that, we better get into it. It's super cute. I always love the story behind all the Christine Van Patten models that come out of ReaperCon. I think that's a really cool idea for a class.
Oh,
I think it's a
absolutely.
cool, or like an event. It's more of like an event, a collaborative event. So
I really like Christine's sculpts.
Mhm.
Just about every sculpt she's done, I love it.
speaking of Christine sculpts, there's one that she did a couple years ago that we have the STL for, and we haven't been able to produce yet.
Is it
It's a Christmas model.
Christmas model?
I don't know if you
that
guys
one.
know about it.
No.
It is a dragon of some sort. But can you guess? Can chat? Chat knows. But it's a dragon of sorts. It's not a traditional dragon, but think Christmas. What would you expect from Christmas?
Candy canes.
Mm, no. Dragon
Dragon
D's?
D's.
No. It's what drives Santa's sleigh?
Oh, it's like a dragon reindeer.
It's a reindeer dragon.
And we haven't put this out because
I don't know why we haven't.
All right, I'm gonna go smack Ron tomorrow.
Yeah, it's been sculpted for years, and we haven't put it out yet. So
because I also know that we have a.
it looks cool.
We
by
have
the way.
we have a few different things I think from Christine that haven't been put out yet because it's just
Gingerbread
hasn't
dragon.
hit the right time, or we haven't had like. But a reindeer dragon.
It's
That would be
cool.
the
It looks cool.
perfect-
It looks cool. Antlers and everything. It looks awesome.
Maybe
Does
we
it
can.
come with a hot tub?
Maybe we convince Ron to do that as the December promo figure this year.
Maybe it's a pretty big model though, so I think it.
Well, the great thing about STLs, John,
You
is
can make
you
them smaller?
scale them.
Yeah. I just don't know how it looks smaller. Like
It
we
would
have.
look like a smaller version.
Well, we
of
have
the
shimmer scale
regular size
here.
model.
This is a smaller shimmer scale.
Yeah.
I grabbed this from Ron's
Yeah.
desk.
See, it looks
So-
fine.
So shimmer scale is normally what, 7 inches tall?
Yeah,
But
something
this
like
is,
that.
This is a 2-inch tall shimmer scale, which this is kind of like a more accurate fairy dragon, because fairy dragons are pretty small,
Right.
Iconically. So this is a more accurate. This was a test print, I think. So this.
I like how we also just glossed over the fact you just said you committed theft by stealing this off Rhonda's desk.
Hey, there was multiple. So hey, maybe we can convince Ron to make this.
A mini
Like,
shimmer scale?
A mini shimmer scale would be amazing.
Yeah, she looks awesome. Yeah.
That would be a good promo.
John, deets on the paint tray. So this was I wanted to bring this over.
Oh,
Because
I actually just talked to
Ron about
after you
this.
grabbed it. I talked to Ron about
Yep.
it as a potential thing we could do. We don't think we're going to do it anytime soon because the type of material that would be best to do it in, we can't do easily right this moment.
Yeah, this was something that was done probably about 4 or 5 years ago. I think it's been a while.
Less than that, because
been a while.
How long have we been doing the plastic injection over here?
4 years.
3. It was right after COVID.
So we got this. This is a metal master. So this was a metal casting of a well palette that we had, and that we were going to make in Seocast. But obviously, this won't work out very well because paint will stick to it. You know, that's the reason people use
Sourcast
porcelain.
just isn't a good material to make a paint palette out
Yeah,
of.
and so it was a cool idea that we had, just didn't come to fruition. And this was a metal master for it. But I think we discovered that there's some materials that we can put in Thomas, our plastic injection.
Potentially, we would have to get a mold made, obviously,
Yeah.
and we would have to source out material for it. Because I believe Kevin said that the material we normally use in Thomas for the bases would not work as
yeah.
a paint palette. But there are materials we can easily run through Thomas that would.
Yeah, so we're going to be trying to see if we can make it. I think this might need to be redesigned a little bit. This was just the first iteration, so like this is an angled mixing part. Obviously, it could be changed a little bit, but this was just the first thing. But I was looking for a well palette for the streaming area because we didn't have any over here.
Yeah.
And so I found this, and I was like, you know what, I'll bring it over. So I threw on a clear coat on it, and I was seeing how the paint would interact with it, see if it was easy to clean up or not. So I have some white and some teal in there. Copper verdigris, I think.
Oh, yeah.
That's
So-
a pretty color.
But I was just seeing how it would clean up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was just here to tease
Yeah.
a little bit.
That was that palette was actually the outside of our initial test was literally just the wells and like a little bit of room around the outside to test if we could do it in any of our like styles here. And then that was basically the very first iteration. And then we immediately realized all of the materials we currently use are just very porous. They grip the paint.
Yeah.
It
They were
makes it
designed
very
for
hard
miniatures.
to clean. And even though it would hold the paint, it would be fine. It would be hard to clean the paint out of it.
So yeah. There you go. Yeah, a lot of people use those fidget poppers, which I'm gonna order one, and I'm gonna order a bunch of stuff for the.
I think we
streaming area.
talked at one point about potentially like talking to Ron about getting one of those fidget popper type like wells, but in the design of the Reaper logo.
Yeah, that's pretty doable, I think. But the Cosmic Flood said, "What about a spray that makes things hydrophobic?" That is an option. But
There are sprays, but they wouldn't last forever. Is the issue? I believe the ones that we knew of off the top of our heads wouldn't be like a permanent solution to those like the paint issues. So eventually, the palette would become unusable. I wouldn't say unusable. It would just become more annoying to use.
yeah, so that's something we could add. Did you add that to your notes, your list? Yeah, I'm sure it's already on your notes.
Yeah,
for
I've been
ReaperCon.
writing everything down for you guys while they've been talking. I've just been like, okay, tell Ron about this, the fidget popper, okay.
This is why I'm so glad Lauren's back. I don't remember to write anything down.
Yeah.
I got all of you guys. I got all of your gingerbread dragon, snowball dragon. I got all this stuff to put on my list to Ron to be like, hey, weekly memo.
And there you go. I think that's most of the stuff that I have. I think.
I think so.
I showed off Ron stuff.
This is already way more than I remembered having. But I also found out I was going to be on the show like 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
A
That's fine.
fidget popper is one of those little toys,
Yeah.
Dogfather, that you can just poke and it pops.
So it's like a
It's
silicone
a fidget
thing.
toy. It's a
Yeah.
fidget toy.
Yeah, it's like a fidgeting toy, but
look up.
it's silicone, and it's like a divot that is like, and then you can pop it from one side to the other, and then you can pop it back.
Yeah. Yeah, like bubble wrap, but silicone, and you kind of like.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
It just gives you, basically all it does is it gives you something to do with your hands.
Yeah. I'll find
Someone
a
to
good
rate?
one. I'll find a good one to show.
Ooh, okay.
Just for Dogfather, just for you.
Yeah.
So it looks
Permanent bubble wrap.
like this.
Yeah.
And the cool thing you can do with it is you use it as a well palette, and then when the paint dries, you just pop it. Like you pop it to the other side, and it pops the dry paint loose. So it's really
Yes.
easy to clean. It's also good for like traveling. It's a silicone little plastic toy, so you can travel with it. It's just a good little travel wet palette. Well palette, yeah.
After hours, you can mix drinks in it.
Yeah, that, but with a Reaper skull. Yeah. And it could be black and red.
Yeah.
And pink, because let's just throw random other colors in there too.
So there you go.
Yeah. I'm writing down all these ideas so that we can definitely look into them. You
I
know.
can confirm that the cutting mats got ordered.
Yep.
So they're 11 by 17,
Yeah.
Yes.
I think is the sizing.
Yeah.
So if you guys have a handy dandy little ruler next to you. Oh, hold on. Did I not go back to the main desk?
Oh, you did.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we're here.
My iPad froze.
Oh, no, it froze.
It's 11 by 17 cutting mat. It's black with the Reaper logo.
Yes.
So cutting mat, self-healing cutting mat.
Yep. Those got ordered. Hopefully, you know.
They'll arrive.
Yep. And then I think we have some more things that Ron's going to try to look into getting, but
1, 2, 3, 4.
we're not going to say exactly what just yet.
Am I done with the giveaways, or do I need to do more? I can't remember.
We've done 3, I
You've
think?
done 3. How many do we do normally?
Okay, yeah,
do?
one more. Yeah.
Oh.
And then we'll look for a raid. We're already a little bit over, but
Oh, yeah, we are.
and then yeah, you guys can talk about and then we'll talk about stuff that we're kind of doing, because a new game came out on Friday that I've been addicted to,
Yeah.
and it's
yeah.
incredible.
Can you look at, was it Menaeus?
Menace?
Yeah, Menaeus. The comment.
What'd you say? Menace, can you repeat it? Sorry, I can't
Yeah.
scroll up, so I'm sorry.
Okay. Anyway, I'm going to start reading out the names.
Yeah, yeah.
Celtic Boar, Jedi Knight.
Yes. Grave Mistake. Corporea. Yes.
Jedi Jared.
Heck yeah. I'll be.
I got a resin mini in my last order that had tacky spots and smelled really bad of resin. Oh no! Is there anything they can do?
Isopropyl alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of want to wash those areas with isopropyl alcohol and UV. So you can put it out in the sun. The sun will cure it. But I'm shocked. You're the first person I've seen that said that we've had that issue with, that I've seen. I don't know if we've had any other issues. I have to ask our help desk.
Yeah.
But we generally try not. I don't think we've ever had that issue yet. But yes. So putting it out in the sun, washing it with isopropyl alcohol, those would be the best things to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, congratulations, you guys all claimed.
Yeah, thank you.
And I see
guys.
Corporea there.
Okay, yeah.
Corporea, Jedi Knight, Great Mistake. Corporea, I
Jedi.
can't wait.
The
Are you coming to
Wolf in
ReaperCon
Sheep's
this year?
Clothing.
I didn't see if you put your classes in yet, but
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, Wolf in Sheep's Clothing. Thank you. I'm gonna look and check our other ones.
Oh, it was a wolf in sheep's clothing, that mini?
Yeah.
Have a great night, Paladin. Congrats to all the winners.
Yeah,
Lord
congrats,
Gazuma's
guys.
on. Let me see who's on.
Yeah,
I think David had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. And if you're still having any troubles with that mini, definitely email the help desk. He'll try and help you out for sure. The episode is 247, I believe.
247. Yep. 247. Hey, Green Oaks. We were talking about your idea for
The posters.
the posters earlier.
I love that.
And like art proofs and stuff like that. Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
We'll raid Askren
Yeah.
because he did a lot of our art. Go tell him that we love the artwork. He might be working on some stuff right now for us. I'm not sure, but I think he might be actually.
Good night, guys. Thank
think.
you for a wonderful stream.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of fun, and hopefully we'll be able to share some more stuff next time.
Wait,
We
what game
will.
has John been playing?
Oh.
I've been playing. Let me go to the. So you can see me. If you guys haven't seen the game that came out on Friday, I think it's called Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
I've heard about it.
Yeah.
Holy crap, that game is good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like it's a turn-based game, and it's really story heavy. It reminds me of the old Final Fantasies, kind of like turn-based.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of like quick time events, and it's very active in the combat. But the story is incredible. It's made by this French studio. It's their first game. It was made by 30 people. They sold 1 million copies over the weekend. It's my contender for game of the year so far. It is.
Dang, really?
It is good. It is so good. It's incredible. I'm addicted. It might be the only game I've ever 100%ed. So I normally don't 100%
get
games.
it. Praise from John like that is.
It is incredible.
It's really rare.
It is amazing. And I haven't played a story game in a long time. Like it's very hard for me to sit down and play like just a single player story game.
Yeah, usually
I've
play
been
with friends.
Yeah, I've been addicted to not addicted. I've been like League of Legends and card games online, like competitive kind of games. TFT, things that are kind of interactive with other people. I don't really play like single player experiences.
Yeah.
And I haven't done that I used to a long time ago. I used to love it. But I haven't done it for a long time. But this game, so good.
Last time John gave that high rating was the taquitos
at the gas station. That's right. It is a good game. Its story is incredible. It's story. It's amazing.
Now John's making me spend money.
It's only $40.
That's actually not bad for a game.
It's a full ass game for $40, which is hard to find nowadays. The average price for games is like what, 80, 90?
It's going up to 80 now.
Yeah, 80ish. 80ish for like a full AAA title.
Yep, Shadowheart is in it. The voice, and Daredevil, the guy who plays Daredevil, is the voice. Ben Starr is
Daredevil
a voice actor
from the TV show.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I can't remember. It's Jesse Cock. What's his name? Jason. I can't remember his name.
Cox?
I can't remember his name.
It's like Jason Cox or something.
Yeah, I think it's
Oh.
Jason.
Jesse.
It's something Cox. I can't. Charlie
Charlie there you go.
Cox.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you,
How long?
Charlie Cox.
How have you finished the game?
I'm at the very end, but
Okay, so
I have a
that's-
bunch of side quests to do. But
It's not super long then.
you can probably beat the game in about 25 to 30 hours if you just go straight through.
Okay, that's
But there's a
not
lot
bad.
of side content.
for
So
a $40 game. That's not bad.
you can easily get 60 hours out of it
Okay.
if you do all the content.
I mean, I got 70 hours on vanilla No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
So I can
It's
probably
incredible.
get 60 hours out of it.
Yeah, there's a lot of secrets. There's a lot of hidden stuff. It's a big open world, so you can kind of go do a bunch of different
Heck
stuff. But the story's incredible. And Ben Starr is in it. He's a voice actor. He was the Final Fantasy 16 voice actor. That's where
Okay.
he became big. And compared to Baldur's Gate, you can get hundreds of hours out of Baldur's Gate.
That's kind of a hard comparison.
Yeah, it's a hard comparison.
I've
Baldur's
gotten,
Gate is
I've gotten
incredible.
hundreds of hours out of Baldur's Gate, and I still haven't even beaten the game.
Yeah.
I
Baldur's
just
Gate
keep
has a lot more-
restarting new characters.
It has a
Going,
lot
I
more
want to try something a
replayability.
little different.
But I think the story is better in Clair Obscure because they could focus on it a lot more. The writing is really good, and there's smaller. There's not as many characters. Baldur's Gate, they had so many. It's
Baldur's
so big.
Gate is made for you to go out and
Yeah.
explore and try.
It's like a
different
AAA
things.
game. That's a huge game.
This
so.
is a game that's definitely you're there to experience the story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the combat's really good. It's innovative. Because I say innovative, but there's a lot of like parrying and dodging with buttons. So the combat's really active. Most turn-based games, you're kind of like, input a command, do the thing. It does the thing. But now you have to like input the command and then do some quick time events. And then, each of the monsters has their own timings for their swings and different abilities. It's really good. Yeah. If you haven't played it, or at least what I like to do with these games is go to YouTube and look up the full movie.
Yeah.
Because I didn't play Final Fantasy 16 because I wasn't super interested. But I watched a movie of all the cutscenes stitched together, and it's it's like 14 hours long. So if you watch all the cutscenes in an order, it's like a movie.
Does it make
So-
enough sense with just the cutscenes, none of the extra?
Yes, I
Okay,
think so.
okay.
Mhm.
I might have to do that.
Maybe
because I wasn't.
there's a lot
really-
of side stuff. I don't know if they're gonna put all the side stuff into the movie, but
Honestly, the
yeah.
Final Fantasy stuff at this point, whenever there's side stuff, like, have you played the 7 remake stuff?
They changed quite a bit, didn't they?
The story is all the exact same, but they added so many side things.
Yeah.
Whenever I would watch my friend Mason play it, I would watch him playing some random card game
Oh, yeah.
for 4 hours. And that's all he was doing was
Yeah.
this little piece of side content.
Well,
So if you haven't played it, I highly suggest, at least if you're not going to play it, watch somebody play it or watch the cutscenes. The story is incredible. Do you know the premise? I can gush about this for a while. The premise is 100 years ago in this world there was a big fracture, right? Big event happened, and then there was a big monolith in the sky that had the number 100 on it. And then every year there's this character called the Paintress, which is this big lady, and she paints a different number on the monolith. So she goes 99, 98. And everybody that's that age or higher dies. They get Thanos snapped,
okay.
right? And so the
Okay.
game picks up at Expedition 33. So it goes from 34 to 33. Everybody that's 33 and above dies. And every year there's this thing where they send people out on expeditions. So you can volunteer to go out to try to kill the Paintress because they think that if they kill the Paintress, she can't paint new numbers.
Yeah, it'll stop.
And then people will be able to keep living or go up. So there's no old people, and people like aren't having kids because they're, by the time their kid is like, grown up,
My kid's gonna
they
turn
get
9,
snapped.
and I'm gonna
And they
die
get
that
snapped.
year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's inevitable kind of timeline because each number is every
Interesting.
year. So you get younger and younger. And so that's the basic premise. And so you play as Expedition 33
We're
going
gonna
out.
have to.
Lauren
it's
and I have
good.
been playing a game where you inherit a house from your rich uncle, and you then have to try and place the
It's a-
rooms in the house.
Animal Crossing?
No, it's
It's
called Blueprints, and it's a
Oh, that
puzzle.
game is good.
It's a good one.
It's really good.
Yeah.
My only one critique I have of Blueprints, kill the painters,
Yeah.
John Overton. Before we're gone.
Yeah, Blueprints. I've heard that. That's gotten a lot of good praise.
The
That's a good
only complaint I have about Blueprints is that I start a new run as someone who's never played the game before, but if Lauren has played it before and we get to a certain room, if she's already solved the puzzle in it, she knows everything. There's zero RNG as far as like when I start this run, the numbers on a specific safe, they're going to be the same as everybody else.
Got it.
So I've tried to look up small hints before and gotten the answer to a puzzle when I was like, no, I just wanted a hint of where to go for the puzzle. Like, because I know there's something I'm missing to get to that next level.
It's like a roguelike puzzle game.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it's not roguelike at all.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just a puzzle game. It's like Myst.
Oh.
If you've
I
played
heard it was
Myst
roguelike.
before.
I heard it was roguelike.
It is in the sense that like every day you can get a different set of rooms.
Got it. The
But
rooms are
it's-
what's shuffled.
It's
Yeah.
more rogue light.
Yeah, light.
Because whenever you start in a specific square and you can go north and you can touch that door. When you touch that door, it says, here's the 3 room options you have.
you get to
And
choose.
this one has no exit. This one might have 3 or 4 exits or whatever.
Got it.
Or, it gives you options, but each room has puzzles. That only complaint is it removes a lot of the replayability.
Got it.
It does take a while though.
But it does take a while to finish because we played it for probably, I want to say 15 to 20 hours at this point.
I've seen a little bit of it,
Yeah.
and I've heard people talk about it.
It's pretty
Yeah.
fun.
But Expedition, you got to
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
Well.
You won't be let down.
Ooh, day 87.
And then we went and watched a movie. I was seeing a lot of people talk about this movie called Sinners.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah. I have
that?
a friend who wants to see
It's a
that.
new vampire movie.
Yeah.
I liked most of it. It was pretty good. Overall, the writing's pretty good. The story's pretty decent. It was nice.
It's got Michael B. Jordan in
Michael,
it, right?
He
Yep.
plays twins. He plays 2 characters.
Oh, heck
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah.
Here's the issue with that though, right? He just did that right after Sonic 3, and the Sonic 3 version will always be superior to anyone else doing it.
And so no, not conjoined. But it's pretty cool. It's a cool concept.
Mm-hmm.
It's a vampire movie. But yeah, that's what we're gonna be rating Askren. I know we went on a little bit of a
Oh,
rant.
yeah,
but-
60 more minutes.
Hey,
we
that's how it
we
is.
can keep talking for the rest of the night about all this stuff.
I can gush about Expedition 33 for a while. So you should try it, or at least check it out. It's pretty good.
Yeah, and see you guys in 2 weeks. Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll see you tomorrow. I think Ann is probably gonna be on ReaperLand, maybe.
Ooh.
I think
And
that's the
Scooby
plan.
don't maybe, because he's been coming up here a lot.
Scooby? Yeah, he wasn't on last week, but he was on the week before. It depends on Dave, how Dave's feeling.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Bye, guys.
We're going to be raiding Askren. I'll start the raid now. Started. Hopefully we don't raid into a brick wall. I think he's still on. All right, tell him we said what's up.
Yep.
Tell him he did good on the Ghost Rider.
Yes.
Tell him he did good. All right, bye. Let me go to the pre-roll screen. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.